Hey, what's up you guys? Shartimus Prime here on the Russology YouTube channel with a shaven face. Oh my goodness, no facial hair. You'll get used to it in a second. And the lowest Charlie 1's gonna take a lot more time getting used to it, you know what I mean? La, 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 and all that, right? Anyway, I wanted to talk about fingers up the butt. You're like, dude, what the hell? What the hell did I subscribe to? What is this garbage? Huh? Russell Muscle? Huh? What is this crap that you're talking about, fingers up the butt? Well, I'm not talking about fingers up my butt. I'm talking about this feud, or not a feud, but YouTube drama that happened between YouTubers that I don't really know a whole lot about. Okay, and the only reason why I really know about this stuff, and the reason why I'm talking about this stuff, is because of Philip DeFranco. Now, Philip DeFranco, I've been watching for years. I think since 2010 or 2009. Back when he had the theme song where it was like, this is a new show, it's just a little stuff to talk about for 3 and 4 minutes, yeah. You know, remember that intro? Way before the monkey thing, right? So, that was, so Philip DeFranco had talked about how Matthew Santoro may have taken a top 10 list from Markiplier or something like that. I'm not subscribed to Matthew Santoro. I have seen his videos, but I just don't really, you know, I don't know. I think he has some pretty cool videos, but for the most part, it's not necessarily my thing. And then Markiplier's like more of a gaming channel and definitely really not my thing at all. So, I don't really care. I would have never known about any of the drama if not for Philip DeFranco bringing it up. And he seemed hesitant in bringing it up, but eventually he just goes on talking about it. And he's talking about Matthew Santoro's abusive relationship, which I think is terrible. I think that sucks, especially the way the world works, that there are cases where men are abused in relationships, and that's not, and the way society, you know, society's not necessarily fair when it comes to it the same way when it comes to females being abused. However, you know, there is the fact that, you know, most men are just like a lot stronger, and a punch from a woman to a man is not going to carry the same kind of damage as a man punching a woman. It's just not. So there's actual physics and everything involved in here, how the situation's not balanced even just to begin with. But I digest, okay? I want to say that I thought it was hilarious that while Philip DeFranco's talking about Matthew Santoro's relationship and everything, how his ex-girlfriend publicized that Matthew Santoro likes fingers up the butt. And and that got me cracking up because I was like, whoa, what? Why did you say that? Like, what? And then the gall of Philip DeFranco to have such a serious tone in delivering the information and going, but you know, that information could have come from a hateful place, so you don't really know like where like, dude, you repeated it. Like you told all of your viewers, like your 3 million plus viewers, about this guy liking fingers up his ass. I don't know how many people knew about it before that, but I mean, really, was it just the girl? Like I said, I don't really follow Matthew Santoro, so I don't know if the fingers up the butt was already all over his Twitter feed and everything like that. But I'm assuming not. I'm assuming if you had an ex that went around talking shit and saying something like, oh yeah, Russ loves fingers up his ass, that I'm not going, you know, if that were the case, I will not be publicizing about the fingers up my butt. So I'm just assuming that he was trying to keep that stuff on the DL, and I don't know if Philip DeFranco and Matthew Santoro have beef or whatever, but dude, you just publicized that somebody said that this guy likes fingers up his ass. And I mean, from seeing his videos beforehand, I already thought he was a little mariquita to begin with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just got that vibe right off the bat. I mean, look, I live very close to San Francisco. Very close to San Francisco. I work in San Francisco 3 days a week. So I know, I know what I can get the vibe. Even though I have been wrong. So I'm not saying I'm like 100%, but just from my personal point of view, I was already thinking, oh, he seems a little bit mariquita, this guy. And then so I assumed him to be gay. Well, not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just one person that got that impression, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm just gonna say it right there. I mean, there's just so many people, and I haven't been wrong about, you know, other people agreeing with me on certain things here and there. So I'm just gonna say I'm probably not the only guy that thought he was a little bit gay. But the fact is that now people are start talking about his butthole and everything, and now it's like, oh well, now if he's not gay, that's a problem. If he is gay, he should just come out with it and just tell everybody. You know what I mean? Just do it. I remember when I was a kid, I saw Ellen DeGeneres on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, and I remember when as a kid, I thought that she was a lesbian, and she came out of the closet like a couple of years afterwards, that episode where she was on Jay Leno. I was like 10 years old. This is like 91, 92, something like that. But I remember, oh, she seems like she's gay. Because they brought it up, like, oh, are you gay? And she's like, no, I'm definitely not gay. I'm definitely not a lesbian and all that stuff. And I remember thinking to myself, like, wow, I think she's lying. Like, I think, you know, she looks like she wants to be a boy or something. I remember as a kid, those were my thoughts. And then sure enough, a few years later, boom, you know, she came out of the closet and everything. And now she's one of the most popular, I mean, isn't she the most popular lesbian out there, right? So, aside from Asa Akira, anyway. But, yeah, I just thought it was hilarious that Philip DeFranco went around talking about this, you know, fingers up this dude's butt. Now, to look to the other side of things, gay or not, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm just saying that just because I think it's kind of funny. But one thing I will also say in Matthew Santoro's defense is that every single girl I've ever been with, that I've ever dated, has wanted to put their fingers up my ass. And I'm not going to disclose what happened, but I'm just going to say that they all wanted to. And if you've been in a long-term relationship, now, the desire could have come from me wanting to put, you know, something else up their steak. So, you know, we're getting really deep here, okay? But my point is that there's a lot of women out there that want to put fingers up men's assholes. So you can't really discount Matthew Santoro too much if that is the experience that he even had, because we don't even know if that he did that. But I just know that there's a lot of women that want to put fingers up dudes' butts, or there's something about the women that are attracted to me that want to put their fingers up my ass. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I think it's a common curiosity amongst women is all, and I don't discredit. And I, you know, I don't really give a shit about Matthew Santoro, to be honest with you. I mean, I wish, like, just like any other human, I wish him well. I don't think, from what I know, he's not a bad person or anything like that, you know. So, but I just thought it was actually kind of fucked up on Philip DeFranco's part. I still love Philip DeFranco. I love his YouTube channel, man. One of my favorite YouTube channels of all time. But I did think that was kind of a dick move, man. You had to go repeat about whether it's true or not. You didn't have to go repeat it to your 3 million plus subscribers. I would have never had any clue or had any idea at all about this fingers up the ass situation. Now I look at Matthew Santoro differently. You know what I mean? Now those are my two impressions. He makes good videos. I thought he was a little bit gay and possibly likes fingers up the ass. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you think that it was kind of a dick move on Philip DeFranco's part. But that's kind of what I think. I think Philip DeFranco's awesome, though. I'm just going to say, you know, flat out, I'm not trying to hate on Philip DeFranco. I think he's awesome. I subscribe to SourceFed. I think Elliot Morgan is the funniest son of a bitch associated with any of that. Elliot Morgan is hilarious. I like that. The whole crew. I like all SourceFed Nerd I'm also subscribed to. So, you know, I'm not trying to, like, in case if one of Philip DeFranco's people is, like, searching YouTube and, like, one of his people's out there, like, hey, this motherfucker called Shartimus Prime or Russology is talking shit about you and the fingers up the butt. You do anything lately about your butt and some fingers, huh, Phil? And then they find out, no, it's just me talking about it. Okay, I fantasized long enough. That's this is a ridiculous video, but it is the Russology channel. So I want to say, subscribers of the Shartimus Prime channel, I apologize that there's no video up today. There was supposed to be a video up after 2 hours of working on that video. the figure had broken on me, and I didn't feel the need to continue working on that video. It was an extremely frustrating experience, but I will have a new video up tomorrow and the day after that, for sure. Alright, catch you guys later. Peace!